Good morning, my friends in the Gambia. My name is George Ohan, producer, Fulton Film Company. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations. The people of your country stepped up, especially with true leadership. You guys came through for Root Flicks and the African Film Festival. We see you here in California. I'm taking some time here today. I took some notes. I want to talk to you a little bit about acting tools for actors and directors. Normally, a lot of my mentorship is based around business and producing because this is my expertise, but I am a filmmaker all the way around, and we want to educate a lot of the people who we are personally working with, not just in the Gambia, but everywhere, because we want to build these relationships. So when we start to work together, it's seamless, and this is a global effort. We want to have relationships there. So when we have projects that we're interested in there, we could maybe send some funding and you could produce your films, send the content. And this way, everybody keeps working everywhere where they are. So this is awesome. Now let's get started. A little bit of notes that you will need to take today. We're going to talk about acting tools for actors and directors. We're going to go through and talk about objective, action, subtext, destination, inner monologue, inner object, expectation, preceding moment, backstory, blocking, biography, and fourth side. So maybe a couple of other things we might throw in there is given circumstances and operative words. Now, what's the scene all about? You have to understand when you read something, it's not like, oh, this is my character. I'm the actor and I'm the director. I have to tell them what to do. It's not about telling anybody what to do. It's about understanding. It's about understanding story. What is this scene all about? What's supposed to happen in the scene? And that's how we break it down. The first thing is objective. Now, what the character wants from the other character in the scene. So your objective as an actor is, what does my character want from that character in this scene? We have to figure out. The more immediate, wanting something emotional is far more powerful than wanting something tangible. So think about that. If this character wants something, she doesn't want an object. She wants love, or wants respect, wants dignity, wants something from this character. Now, how do we portray this without overacting? So it's a tough job. The next thing, action. What the character does to get what they want in the scene. What is your character doing? What is the action? To get what they truly want. This is primarily verbal. It gives shape, pace, and tempo to the scene. The actor and director both need to learn action verbs: to lecture, to bully, to seduce, to tease. So you have to learn these action verbs. That's how you direct an actor, and that's how an actor understands a director. Directors and actors, they speak a certain language, a different language. Now, subtext. What the scene or line word is actually conveying. The clear, overt communication being delivered regardless of the words. Okay, here's subtext. When you look at somebody, when a character looks at another character and says, I love you, but you know they want to kill him in that moment. That's subtext. There could be subtext there. So it's not exactly what you're saying, but what do they actually mean? What's the meaning of it? That's subtext. Destination, motivation for physical behavior. Movement for sake will be quickly observed as false. The body never lies. What is your motivation for physical behavior? If an actor's walking over here just to walk over there, we don't do that. Humans don't do that. We're motivated to go somewhere. A person is motivated to do something. What is the physical motivation for this person to hold an object or go somewhere or do something? motivation, destination. Inner monologue, the thought process of a character. You're not thinking as yourself. It's not you. You have to transcend, and you have an inner monologue of that character. What is that character thinking in that moment? Not as a rehearsed script, but as if it's happening for the first time. When something's happening for the first time, we take a moment, we reflect, we think, and then we deliver our words or our thoughts. A thought process that is in the character, the actor stays in the moment, constant and persistent. So don't break out of that inner monologue. You're always an inner monologue. You know, when we're just sitting here as humans, we always have some kind of chatter going on in our mind. Well, your character should have chatter going in mind of not just the scene and what's happening here, but in the character's mind as chatter about his own world. Inner object. This one is, you guys are going to have to research all of these on YouTube further, but inner object, you really need to study this one. It can take you a lifetime journey to try to understand this. Images thought of that an actor can use to help evoke feelings, thoughts, or impulses. If every time you think of a photograph or you think of an image of your mother and it brings tears to your eyes, that's an inner object. And you know that's a personal inner object. You don't share that with other people. And in that scene, in that moment, when you need to draw on that deep emotional feeling, you need to evoke something, you can draw on your inner object. So you yourself personally have a separate inner object than others. Don't share that with people unless you want to. But that's something that you can keep close and personal so you can draw on it. That's what makes actors so unique and special, that they're willing to share their emotions with us, the producers, directors, the audience. That's very special. Now, expectation. The actor having a certain thought process so the actor does not anticipate. You're not anticipating what the person's about to say. You don't know. So what, as a character, what is your character expecting this person to say? What you know, their posture, and it would be poised and ready for what they're expecting. What's your character's expectation in that scene? Preceding moment. I love preceding moment. This, as a producer, I love this one. I'm always telling somebody, it's not just the person here, the character in the scene. This person, this character is coming from somewhere, and they're going to go somewhere. They're going somewhere after this scene is over. They're going somewhere in real life. This character, this world exists. So the preceding moment, what happened right before the scene began, might affect the scene. Where was the other person in the scene before the scene began? What were they doing? Where was this character before this scene began? What were they doing? The preceding moment it brings a certain energy to the scene. Backstory. The history of the characters and circumstances that has brought them to and impacts the scene. If somebody grew up privileged, they have a different backstory. If somebody grew up not privileged, they have a different backstory. If somebody grew up with no father, if somebody grew up in an orphanage, if somebody grew up strong physically, somebody grew up smart, you have a different backstory. Your character, you should create that backstory based on what the writer thought, based on what the director thinks, or just as an actor, you have to develop that backstory, because that is your talent. That is your gift. That is what you bring to the script. That's why you're the actor who has been chosen for that script, because you know how to develop characters so well. Blocking. Directors, watch some movies. Watch some of your favorite films, especially watch some Martin Scorsese. You're going to see some long shots with no cuts. This is phenomenal blocking. The character walking, the camera moving, the person moving back. And it's like, wow, it's a lot of orchestrating. It's a lot of choreography. If you like to dance, you will love blocking. It's just a dance. It's a dance with the camera. The actors and the directors is looking at the dance, but visually, this dance should be propelling the story forward with each turn, with each move, with everything. So blocking is very important. You must learn blocking as a director, and as an actor, you must learn blocking. So if my head is here or here, based on lighting, Actors, if you're here and the camera's there, you don't want to be here. The actor has to always turn towards the light. You want to find the light. You're the actor. Don't make the director or the cinematographer tell you, can you turn more to the left? If you're the actor and you know you're in the shadow, you want the nice eye light right there. You want the nice light coming on your face. It's your responsibility to help a little bit with the blocking until you're set in position by the director. Now, biography. This is the actor's responsibility, but the director can add and determine important relevant factors. Secrets, for example. Create a biography of your character. 1 or 2 pages. Where is this person from? Backstory, family, everything about this person. And the director can give this person a secret. Makes it interesting, because if you have a secret and you're on the set and no other characters know that secret, you would behave a certain way. You would do a certain thing. And even if people can't quite put their finger on it, like, why is Muldoon, why is he doing that? We don't know. But later the audience, it will be revealed. We will find out. So that's keeps the story and it keeps the scene very interesting. Now, the fourth side. The area that completes the environment of the scene, either in the audience or behind the camera. By imagining the missing wall or view, the actor can gain a sense of privacy or more open area. So if the camera's here, the actor is looking this way, there's still a world going on back there. What does that fourth side look like? Are we playing into that? Is the actor considering that when the actor is delivering the performance? So that's something to really think about there. Objective, I'm going to go over the list again very quickly. Objective, what does the character want from the other character in the scene? Action, what the character does to get what they want. What is this person physically doing to try to get what they want in the scene? Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's very subtle. You have to think about it based on the scene. Subtext, the words that are coming out of the mouth is not always what's going on. There's some underlying tones going on. Subtext, destination, inner monologue, inner object, expectation, preceding moment, backstory, blocking, biography, and fourth side. So these are some really, really great tips right here. Leave me some comments, leave me some questions, and I will be happy to get back to you and help you and answer some of your questions that you do have. And coming up next, we're going to have important word choices. So this is going to be very helpful for actors and directors and creating a more powerful story. The imagery, the cameras, the cinematography, the lighting, all that stuff, that's easy to do. Story, story, story. Focus on training, on becoming a more believable actor, more authentic actor. Keep learning about acting. There's so many YouTube videos out there, so many things to learn about. And with Fulton Film Company now, you have a contact list of so many actors who would be willing to help you. So feel free to reach out. My name is George Ohan, producer. This is video number 1 of a series of 5 training videos we're doing for Teach, Coach, Mentor. Thank you very much. And the reason we're doing this is because you guys came through in a major way. You earned this, and you had the most shares during the African Film Festival, streaming on rootflix.com. Fantastic work. Thank you.